is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another episode of Trivia for Kids, the podcast.
The podcast.
Not the TV show. I wish we
Not
had
a
a TV
movie
show,
either.
not a movie either. I would do both. That'd be fun.
I would too.
Hey, my name's Casey.
Hey, my name is Mickey Mouse.
How? Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
I'm actually Quinn.
Hi,
Shh,
Quinn.
Don't tell my mom.
Don't tell my mom. Oh, man, this is going to be a fun show. So, Quinn, we did kind of a fun thing last night that not a lot of people probably have the opportunity to do because there's not very many of these places left in America. We went to, tell them.
A drive-in theater.
A drive-in movie theater.
It's like a giant thing of like white steel-ish thingy, and they make a giant
it's a giant screen.
Thingy, and then you use a projector, and then it goes on the white steel, and it makes a movie, and then you tune your radios to the
radio station that plays the movie.
the radio station that plays the movie, and
Yep.
It's really fun.
You have to bring a boom box with batteries, and you have to play the movie on the boom box. So, what movie did we see?
Haunted Mansion, the new one.
Yeah, the new Haunted Mansion. So I will say,
Rena about got scared out of her pants.
and that's not. It was a really great movie. But for all you parents out there that were maybe wondering, like, oh, my kids have seen the first one and they were fine. The second Haunted Mansion is significantly scarier than the first one.
It is quite intense.
Yeah, it was very intense, and the ghosts were pretty scary. So, yeah, I would say any kids under, I don't know, depends on your kids, but
any kids under 30, please do not watch.
Brooks fell asleep pretty quickly into the movie in the back of the pickup in his beanbag, and I was perfectly content that he had fallen asleep. Yeah, he would have been sleeping in our room for sure had he not. Okay, so we're going to try something a little different this week. Rather than us always saying, like, question 1, this question is brought to you from listener Quinn. Thanks, Quinn. We are going to do all the shout outs at the end of the show so that we can just get through the questions and you guys can get all your fun trivia done. And then we'll give everybody the shout out at the end. So that's going to be a little bit different, but I just wanted to give you the heads up. So, sound good?
Sounds good.
How about some jokes? I always love a good joke.
Jokes?
Oh, well, so the first category this week is a dog category. And I just happen to have a whole bunch of dog jokes lined up from people. So they're all dog jokes.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, right? Okay, but the shout outs will come with the joke. So the first dog joke comes from listener Ben. What do you get when you cross a baby and a dog?
A puppy dog.
A chihuahua. Yes, great joke. All right, joke 2 comes from Brooklyn and Kinley. Thank you. What is the quietest breed of dog?
The silent kind.
A hush puppy. And the last joke comes from Liam. Why do black Labradors make awesome scientists?
Because they wear lab coats?
That's because they're really good at labs. Both the furry kind and the science kind, he said. Thanks, everybody, for those jokes. And now it's time for the trivia.
Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1, the category is dogs. Question 1, true or false? Dogs can only see in black and white. Question 2, what breed of dog has a black or a blue tongue? A Chow Chow, a German Shepherd, or a Pomeranian? Question 3. What is a dog's strongest sense? Question 4. What is the smallest breed of dog? Question 5. Which dog breed can run the fastest? Question 6. A dog sweats through which part of its body? Question 7. What is the name of the main brown and white dog in the movie Secret Life of Pets? And the round 1 answers are starting now. Question 1, true or false? Dogs can only see in black and white.
I do believe that is false, but don't like quote me for that.
It is false. However, because dogs' eyes only have 2 types of cones, just 20% of the cones in human eyes, their color spectrum is limited to shades of gray, brown, yellow, and blue. But get this, I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw a reel on Instagram that the colors that they used in the show Bluey were the colors that dogs could see. So dogs like to watch Bluey because they can actually see the color hues in the show.
But doesn't Bluey have a lot of orange and pink in it too?
Yeah, but if you think about Bluey and Bingo, they're brown and yellow and blue. And so I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Question 2. What breed of dog has a black or blue tongue? Chow Chow, German Shepherd, or Pomeranian?
I bet you're trick questioning me. I don't think any of those dogs have black or blue tongues. Maybe giraffes?
Giraffes do have a different color tongue, but the answer is a Chow Chow. They have a black or a blue tongue due to hyperpigmentation. I'll put a picture on our social media so you can see it. Yeah.
Black tongues?
Yeah. Just like a giraffe has kind of a purple tongue or a black tongue. I don't know. I don't know why that dog has it. Other ones don't.
My Home Alone impersonation of the day.
Question 3. What is a dog's strongest sense?
Well, I think that's kind of obvious. I think it's his nose, right?
Smell, yeah. It has been estimated that a dog's sense of smell is 100,000 times more powerful than a human's. That's just a little bit more powerful.
Just tiny.
Just 100,000 times more. Just not a big deal. Question 4. What is the smallest breed of dog?
A cup. Like, I don't know why I said that, but like, there are these type of dogs that can fit in cups, but
like
probably
a teacup.
Chihuahua?
It is a Chihuahua, yeah. So I know probably a lot of you were thinking like a teacup poodle or a teacup Yorkie or something, but those aren't actual breeds of dogs. Those are like a hybrid breed.
Yeah.
The actual smallest breed is a Chihuahua.
There was a Chihuahua where there was a Coca-Cola can, like an average Coca-Cola sized, and it had his arms on top of it, and it was barely just taller than it.
Let me guess. You saw in one of your Guinness Book of World Records books that you love.
Totally not.
Question 5. Which breed of dog can run the fastest?
Is this a greyhound?
It is a greyhound. Greyhounds are famous for their sprinting, topping 40 to 45 miles per hour on average. However, they can also sustain great speed, usually 35 miles per hour for approximately 7 miles.
What?
Oh,
that is crazy. I want to do that.
7 miles is a long way to run that fast.
And that fast.
Question 6. A dog sweats through which part of its body?
I have 2 answers because I feel like I've heard both. Either it's paws or it's tongue.
The answer is it's paws. Instead of sweat dripping down their face or underneath their limbs, common in overheated humans, most dog sweat is released through the glands in the paw pads. And unlike humans, sweating is not an effective way for dogs to cool themselves. I think which is why they pant.
But don't they like sweat out of their tongues too?
I think what's coming out of their tongues is the saliva from them going because of their breathing, because of their panting. Question 7. What is the name of the main brown and white dog in the movie Secret Life of Pets?
Well, that would be Max.
It is Max. Yep.
Hadn't watched those movies in a few years.
Those are good movies, though. I always like the one where the wiener dog is itching his back on the
mixer.
Yeah. I think that's gross, but really funny.
It is funny.
Round number 2. The category is famous females. Question 1. Which famous female is a spokesperson for many charitable causes, owns her own magazine and production company, has been on television for over 20 years, and is considered the world's most influential woman in the world? Question 2. Who helped Lewis and Clark on their journey by interpreting, obtaining essential supplies and horses, identifying edible plants and herbs, and preventing hostile relations with Native American tribes? Question 3. Who was both a wife and a mother of a United States president? Question 4. Who was the first person to fly solo and nonstop across the United States? Question 5. As of 2023, which female singer has won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year most often? Question 6. Who is known as the mother of physics and as the first well-known female scientist in the modern world? Question 7. Who was one of the best female sharpshooters in the Wild West and also known for dressing like a man? And now the round 2 answers. This is kind of a girl power round, Quinn. Question 1. Which famous female is spokesperson for many charitable causes, owns her own magazine and production company, has been in television for over 20 years, and is considered the world's most influential woman in the world?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah! Yes, the answer is Oprah. I love her. She is a great person. Question 2. Who helped Lewis and Clark on their journey by interpreting, obtaining essential supplies and horses, identifying edible plants and herbs, and preventing hostile relations with Native American tribes?
Sacagawea.
That is correct. Could you imagine how scary that was back then? Yee. Question 3. Who was both a wife and a mother of a United States president?
Nancy Hanks, Lincoln's mother.
Nancy Hanks, Lincoln's mother. There were actually 2 options for this answer. The first was Barbara Bush, who was the wife of George H.W. Bush and the mother of George W. Bush. And the other option was Abigail Adams. She was John Adams's wife and John Quincy Adams's mom. That's kind of confusing because they're both named John Adams, but it's sort of like the second one is a junior.
And
so
the dad is the senior.
Right. So Washington Adams. So John Adams was 2. Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams. So John, the dad, was the second president, and John Quincy was the 6th. So pretty good. Why don't you work on being president so then I can be the president's mom too, okay?
I don't know that I'm ready to like do that much paperwork yet.
paperwork. That's probably the least of the president's worries. Question 4. Who was the first person to fly solo and nonstop across the United States?
Amelia Earhart.
Yes. Amelia Earhart was a pioneer of women pilots. She was an awesome lady. And then she mysteriously disappeared.
And nobody knows what happened? Like,
not really.
Did she die or did she?
They assume that, but nobody ever found her. Nobody ever found the wreckage of her plane. And so they kind of...
Maybe it sunk in the water.
Maybe
and she swam to shore. And
maybe she's still alive. Nobody knows. Question 5. As of 2023, which female singer has won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year most often?
Tay Swift.
Yep, it is old T Swift. She has won it 3 times. And she's the only woman who's won it 3 times. There have been men who've won it 3 times, but she's the only female.
You go, girl.
Question 6. Who is known as the mother of physics and as the first well-known female scientist in the modern world?
Marie Curie.
That is correct. Marie Curie discovered polonium and radium, championed the use of radiation in medicine, and fundamentally changed our understanding of radioactivity. She and her husband had discovered that radium destroyed diseased cells faster than healthy cells, and thus that radiation could be used to treat tumors. So she really helped in coming up with
medicine
ways to heal people. Yep.
You go, girl.
You go, Marie Curie. Question 7. Who was one of the best female sharpshooters in the Wild West and also known for dressing like a man?
What's a sharpshooter?
She could shoot a gun really, really well and hit a bullseye. And yeah.
I do not know this one.
Her name was Calamity Jane. Have you heard of her?
Nope.
You've never heard of Calamity Jane?
No.
She did some Wild West stuff with Wild Bill Hickok and those kind of in Deadwood, South Dakota.
I'm lost.
You're lost?
Yes.
Well, she was a famous Wild West sharpshooter. And back in those days, women didn't dress like men. They wore dresses and they wore, wore feminine clothing.
But you be you. You go, girl.
Right. So she was a pioneer for that too. Thank you for allowing me to be able to wear pants. Calamity Jane. Okay. So a while ago, we did some questions about ballet, and I need to do a retraction, and it fit into this famous females category. So the question was at that time, who was known for being the first African-American prima ballerina? And I said it was Misty Copeland, and that was wrong. The first African-American prima ballerina was Janet Collins. Misty Copeland was the first Black principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater. Both great ballerinas. I just got it wrong in the one episode. And I'm sorry. Round 3, the category is musical instruments. Question 1. The ukulele looks like a small version of which other instrument? Question 2. Typically used for jazz music, which instrument is rarely used in symphonies? Question 3. Which musical instrument originated from a hunting horn? Question 4. How many pedals does a grand piano have? Question 5. The smallest instrument in the flute family is called a what? Question 6. What is the name of the end part of a horn that projects the sound? Question 7. Not only was Albert Einstein a brilliant physicist, he also played what musical instrument? Round 3 answers. Question 1. The ukulele looks like a small version of which other instrument?
A guitar.
That is correct. Question 2. Typically used for jazz music, which instrument is rarely used in symphonies?
Probably a saxophone.
Yeah, I was going for saxophone. They are very prevalent in the music of jazz. Question 3. Which musical instrument originated from a hunting horn?
I don't know.
The French horn.
Really?
Yes, the horn is originally derived from 16th century hunting horns, which were used by hunters in France and Germany. The horn was used to assist in the hunt, to sound in triumph, or to signal others. So I was wondering, like, what do you need a horn for in hunting? Wouldn't it just scare the animals away? But they didn't have cell phones or anything. So
like they got something?
Like, I shot something.
Instead of being like,
right, clacking on your cell phone. Question 4. How many pedals does a grand piano have?
3.
Yeah, there are 3. Typically, what does a pedal do on a piano?
Makes the note go longer, but then there are some that like make the notes quieter, and then I'm not sure what the other one does.
I think there are some that make them shorter, but yeah, they kind of like add to the note or the sound.
Ah.
Question 5. The smallest instrument in the flute family is a what?
A piccolo. My band teacher has a piccolo in her office, and sometimes I practice in her office during recess, and you don't know how tempted I am to play the piccolo.
How big is the piccolo? Is it about the size of like a go-gurt? Is it little like that?
It's a little smaller than the go-gurt.
Wow.
And like some of the keys are like overlapping each other.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Question 6. What is the name of the end part of a horn that projects the sound?
The blare.
The blare? No, the answer is the bell. Because it kind of looks like a bell.
True.
Yeah. Question 7. Not only was Albert Einstein a brilliant physicist, he also played what musical instrument?
Percussion.
Nope, he played the violin.
Really?
Yep. So, not only was he smart, he was musical as well. Just an all-around talented guy. I tell you what, Einstein, you go. Round number 4. The category is things that start with the letter M. Question 1. What girl's name is also the rights given by police before an interrogation? Question 2. What type of leaf appears on the national flag of Canada? Question 3. Alex the lion, Marty the zebra, and Melman the giraffe are characters in what film series? Question 4. Which biblical character is referred to as the baby in the bulrushes? Question 5. What is the name given to the galaxy that contains our solar system? Question 6. What is the name of the young boy raised by wolves in Kipling's The Jungle Book? Question 7. Formerly known as Bombay, what is India's largest city? Round 4 answers. Question 1. What girl's name is also the rights given by police before an interrogation?
I'm not sure.
So the answer is the Miranda rights. So have you ever heard a police officer say, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you?
Yes.
Those are the Miranda rights. And they have to say those to the perpetrator or the person who did the crime before they arrest them or do anything. They have to read them their Miranda rights.
You have the right to remain silent.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. I don't know, something like that. Question 2. What leaf appears on the national flag of Canada?
A maple leaf.
It is a maple leaf.
Because they like maple syrup.
They do, and I think there are a lot of maple trees in Canada. Question 3. Alex the lion, Marty the zebra, and Melman the giraffe are characters in what film series?
Madagascar.
That is correct. Question 4. Which biblical character is referred to as the baby in the bulrushes?
Moses?
Yeah. Why was Moses called the baby in the bulrushes?
Well, I bet bulrushes are like kind of like long seaweed or like cattails or something.
In the water that Moses's sister put him in the basket for Pharaoh's daughter to find, and she found him in the bulrushes.
Oh.
Yes. Question 5. What name is given to the galaxy that contains our solar system?
The Milky Way.
Also a delicious candy bar. Question 6. What is the name of the young boy raised by wolves in Kipling's The Jungle Book?
Mowgli.
I like that name, Mowgli.
You do?
It's a cool name.
Would you name your kid Mowgli?
No, but I like it. Question 7. Formerly known as Bombay, what is India's largest city?
Mumbai.
Mumbai!
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Yes!
Good job. Round number 5. The category is Finish the Lyric, Taylor Swift songs. Question 1. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading when I blank. Question 2. Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been blank. Question 3. I knew you were blank when you walked in. Question 4. But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I've got this music in my mind. Blank. Question 5. Say you'll remember me standing in a nice dress, staring at the blank. Question 6. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the blank. Question 7. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling blank. And now the round 5 answers. Quinn, do you like Taylor Swift?
Yes, I'm a Swiftie.
You love her. Question 1. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading when I blank.
I know like 4 of her songs, and that's about it. So I'm drawing a blank.
All right. Should I sing it?
Yeah.
I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading When I met you on the outskirts of town,
What
and
song?
I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be wait. Yes.
That's that song. Why couldn't you have done something with that?
So the answer was met you on the outskirts of town.
Marry me, Julia. You'll never have to be alone.
Oh, it's called That's Love Story.
Yeah,
That's
Love Story. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes.
Question 2. Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been blank.
Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been
Here the whole time.
If you could say that I'm the one who understands you.
The answer was here the whole time. Question 3. I knew you were blank when you walked in.
Oh, I feel like I know this. What?
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Shame on me.
Yes,
now
the answer is trouble. Question 4. But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I've got this music in my mind, blank.
But something can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. The player's gonna play,
and the haters gonna
hate.
Yes, from
Shake It Off.
Shake It Off. The answer was saying it's gonna be all right was the lyric we were looking for. Question 5. Say you'll remember me standing in a nice dress, staring at the blank.
No idea.
Say you'll remember me standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe.
What song?
Wildest Dreams. You need to start listening. I like the old Taylor Swift stuff because that's the stuff I know. So these questions are some of her older stuff. But question 6. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the blank.
I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the... Sorry, I was way out of tune. The anti-hero.
The anti-hero is the answer. Question 7. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling blank.
Blue.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. 22 was the answer.
I did not know that song.
I need to play some of her older stuff for you. You don't know about me. Something.
I'm feeling 33.
That's not how it goes, but that does rhyme. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. Typically used in jazz music, which instrument is rarely used in symphonies?
Saxophone.
Question 2. Who is known as the mother of physics and the first well-known female scientist in the modern world?
Marie Curie.
Question 3. A dog sweats through which part of its body?
Its paws.
Question 4. Formerly known as Bombay, what is India's largest city?
Mumbai.
Question 5. What is the name of the end part of a horn that projects the sound?
The bell.
Question 6. Who was both a wife and a mother of a United States president?
Abigail Adams.
Question 7. What breed of dog has a black or a blue tongue?
Chow chows.
All right, here come your shout outs. The dog category idea comes from Cooper and Charlie. Brooklyn and Kinley and LJ gave us some of the questions. Thank you guys. Famous females came from listener Ellie. Thanks, Ellie. Musical instruments came from Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Things that start with M come from an M name, Molly. Thanks, Molly. And Taylor Swift finished the lyric came from Carmela, Harper, and Maya.
Thank you guys for the ideas.
Yes, thank you. And sorry we had to sing on the last one. And now we've got some birthday shout-outs.
Ooh.
Happy birthday to listener
Jessica.
Happy birthday, Jessica. And happy birthday to
Johnny.
Hey, happy birthday, Johnny. Happy birthday to
Owen.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Tiffany.
Happy birthday, Tiffany.
Happy birthday to
Henry.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you,
Henry. And happy birthday to Theo. Happy birthday, Theo. And listener Maya had a belated birthday.
Which means a birthday that was a few days ago. Or
Yep, and we didn't get it in last week's episode. So happy belated birthday to Maya.
Happy birthday.
All right, Quinn. Conversation starter. If you could attend dinner with any celebrity, living or dead, who would you choose?
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando. So Quinn's celebrity crush is Orlando Bloom.
I don't want him to hear this.
From Pirates of the Caribbean. But what you have to know, Orlando Bloom is older
55.
older than I am. But you still love him. When he when he was Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean. But you'd still pick him even though he's older than your dad?
Well, if I can make him younger, then yeah.
Well, you can't, so.
Probably still him.
Probably
I want to talk about his movies.
You're so funny.
Or Tay Swift.
I love how you call her Tay-Tay. Anyway, have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.
You guys.
Oh, and if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, just give a quick click on the 5-star review button. You don't even have to leave a review. Just click the 5-star button. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Trivia for Kids Podcast. And if you have a question idea or even an entire category, please email us at triviaforkidspodcast@gmail.com.